Number 15. The Scamel Scarab stands as one of the most distinctive and unconventional trucks ever produced, instantly recognizable by its compact, bulbous cab and three-wheeled configuration that gave it an almost. Number 14. The Berlia T100 is one of the most colossal and unconventional trucks ever built, a machine that seems almost excessive in both scale and ambition. Developed in the 1950s for use in harsh desert environments, particularly for oil and mining operations, the T100 was designed to conquer terrain where ordinary vehicles would simply fail. Its sheer size is staggering, with massive wheels taller than a person and a towering body that gives it an almost surreal presence. Powered by enormous engines, including variants derived from tank and locomotive technology, it delivered immense torque to haul extremely heavy loads across sand and rough ground. Despite its bulky and somewhat absurd appearance, the truck incorporated advanced engineering for its time, such as specialized suspension and reinforced chassis construction to handle extreme stress. The elevated cab provided commanding visibility over vast desert landscapes. Number 13. The GM Feuderliner is one of the most strikingly bizarre and theatrical vehicles ever created, looking more like a rolling piece of science fiction than a conventional truck. Built by General Motors in the late 1930s and 1940s, the Feuderliner was designed not for hauling cargo, but for showcasing innovation as part of the famous Parade of Progress, a traveling exhibition that brought technology and futuristic ideas directly to the public. Its towering, streamlined body, bold Art Deco styling, and vivid red and silver paint scheme gave it an almost cinematic presence. Number 12. The Tatra 111 is one of the most unusual yet remarkably capable trucks ever built, a machine that combines rugged practicality with a design philosophy that can seem unconventional at first glance. Developed during the 1940s, it was engineered to perform in some of the harshest environments imaginable, from muddy construction sites to freezing, unforgiving terrains. Number 11. The Thornycroft Anter is a massive and somewhat unconventional machine that perfectly embodies the idea of brute strength over elegance, with a design that can appear almost excessive in both scale and purpose. Originally developed for military use, particularly for transporting heavy tanks, the Anter was built to handle extreme loads across difficult terrain where ordinary trucks would struggle or fail entirely. Its long, imposing body and large multi-axle configuration gave it a commanding presence, while its powerful engine delivered the immense torque needed to haul armored vehicles weighing dozens of tons. The truck featured a rugged chassis and heavy-duty suspension system designed to absorb the stress of both the load and rough ground conditions, ensuring reliability in demanding operations. The cab, though relatively simple, was elevated and spacious enough to provide good visibility and control, even when maneuvering such a gigantic vehicle. Number 10. The Fagel Superfreighter is one of the most bizarre and over-the-top trucks ever conceived, a machine that seems to blur the line between road vehicle and aircraft in both design and ambition. Built in the 1950s, the Superfreighter featured an extraordinary twin-engine setup, with two separate power plants mounted at the front, giving it a wide, almost aircraft-like stance that immediately set it apart from conventional trucks. This unusual configuration was intended to deliver immense power for hauling extremely heavy loads, but it also made the vehicle complex, difficult to maintain, and somewhat impractical for everyday use. Its elongated body and oversized proportions contributed to its awkward appearance. Number 9. The REO cab-over-engine is a fascinating example of how unconventional engineering can produce a vehicle that looks odd at first glance but serves a very practical purpose. With its cab positioned directly above the engine, this truck abandons the traditional long-nose layout in favor of a flat-faced, compact design that can seem almost boxy or awkward. However, this configuration dramatically reduces the overall length of the vehicle while maximizing cargo space, making it especially useful in tight urban environments and for navigating crowded roads. The elevated driving position provides excellent forward visibility, while the shorter wheelbase improves maneuverability. Number 8. The International Harvester Metro Van is a wonderfully unconventional vehicle that stands out with its rounded, almost cartoonish design, making it look more like a rolling appliance than a traditional truck. Built primarily for delivery and service work, the Metro Van embraced a forward control layout that maximized interior space while keeping the overall footprint compact and highly maneuverable in crowded city streets. Its smooth, curved body panels and distinctive front end gave it a friendly yet slightly awkward appearance, but beneath that quirky exterior was a highly practical machine designed for efficiency and durability. The step van configuration allowed drivers to easily enter and exit the vehicle during frequent stops, while the spacious cargo area made it ideal for transporting goods, tools, or even serving as a mobile business platform. Powered by reliable, workhorse engines, it was never about speed or style, but about getting the job done with consistency. What may initially seem like an odd or even idiotic design actually reveals itself as a cleverly engineered solution tailored to the needs of urban delivery. Number 7. The Diamond T980 is a massive and rugged machine that at first glance can seem almost excessively built, with its long hood, towering stance, and imposing multi-axle configuration giving it a somewhat overwhelming presence. Developed during World War II for heavy recovery and transport duties, this truck was engineered to haul damaged tanks and oversized military equipment across extremely difficult terrain where ordinary vehicles would fail. Its powerful engine delivered immense pulling force, while the heavy-duty chassis and reinforced suspension were designed to withstand enormous stress under load. The extended wheelbase and complex drivetrain might appear unwieldy. Number 6. The Kenworth Bullnose is one of those trucks that immediately catches the eye with its distinctive, rounded bullnose front, giving it a look that can seem both old-fashioned and slightly awkward compared to modern streamlined designs. Introduced in the mid-20th century, the Kenworth Bullnose was built for durability and heavy hauling, with a sturdy chassis, robust engine options, and a cab designed to provide drivers with excellent forward visibility and control over massive loads. Its rounded front end wasn't just for show, it allowed for easier engine access and maintenance, a practical consideration for long-haul and industrial work. Number 5. The Leland Hippo is an impressively massive and somewhat ungainly truck that immediately stands out for its sheer size and unconventional appearance. Built in the mid-20th century, the Leland Hippo was designed for carrying extremely heavy loads over long distances, often in industrial or military applications where reliability and strength mattered far more than style. Its high, boxy cab and long multi-axle chassis give it a bulky, almost lumbering look. Number 4. The International TranStar 2 Eagle is a bold and somewhat unconventional truck that immediately draws attention with its cab-over-engine design, giving it a boxy, commanding presence on the road. Designed for long-haul and heavy-duty transport, the TranStar 2 Eagle maximized cargo space while keeping overall vehicle length manageable, a practical solution for navigating tight highways and urban environments. Its elevated cab provided drivers with excellent visibility, while the robust chassis, powerful diesel engines, and reinforced suspension ensured it could handle substantial loads over long distances without faltering. The truck's sharp, angular lines and prominent grille give it a distinctive and almost aggressive look, which can seem somewhat overbuilt or odd compared to more conventional long-nosed trucks. However, every design choice was rooted in functionality. Durability, performance, and efficiency were prioritized above aesthetics. While its appearance might strike some as awkward or excessive, the International TranStar 2 Eagle exemplifies how purpose-driven engineering can create a vehicle that is as practical as it is memorable. Number 3. The Mercedes-Benz EXT92 concept is an audacious and strikingly unconventional truck that looks more like a prototype from a science fiction film than a traditional commercial vehicle. Introduced as a concept in the early 1990s, the EXT92 was designed to explore the future of heavy transport, combining advanced aerodynamics, futuristic styling, and innovative engineering solutions in a way that challenged conventional truck design. Its sleek, angular cab and dramatically sloped windshield gave it a radical, almost alien appearance, while the elevated seating position provided excellent visibility over the road. Number 2. The Walmart Wave concept truck is a strikingly unconventional and forward-looking truck that challenges everything we think of as typical in heavy transport. Designed as a concept to explore the future of freight efficiency and sustainability, the Wave features a sleek, aerodynamic body that immediately sets it apart from traditional boxy semis, giving it a somewhat futuristic, almost spaceship-like appearance. Its cab is integrated smoothly into the body, reducing drag and improving fuel efficiency, while the advanced powertrain concept focuses on alternative energy solutions, signaling a move toward more environmentally responsible logistics. Inside, the design emphasizes driver comfort, control, and connectivity, blending practicality with technology in ways that standard trucks rarely achieve. While the Wave's radical appearance and unconventional form may strike some as excessive or even idiotic, Number 1. The Jeffrey Quad is one of the most unusual and rugged trucks ever produced, earning a reputation for both its unconventional design and remarkable off-road capability. Developed during the World War I era, the Quad featured a four-wheel drive system at a time when such technology was almost unheard of in trucks, giving it the ability to traverse mud, rough terrain, and battlefield conditions that would immobilize ordinary vehicles. Its high ground clearance, solid axles, and robust construction made it exceptionally durable, but the truck's boxy, utilitarian appearance and exposed mechanical components give it a somewhat awkward, even comical look by modern standards. Powered by modest engines by today's measure, the Jeffrey Quad was never about speed but about sheer reliability and the ability to haul troops, supplies, and artillery through challenging conditions.